It was like a Hollywood stunt scene, too orange and too scary to be conjured other than from the wild imagination of fiction. But, striking the Bahrain Grand Prix paddock dumb in an instant, Romain Grosjean's Haas clipped Daniil Kvyat's AlphaTauri, hurtled off the track at 137 miles per hour, hit the barriers at 56 G and bang, like a match on dynamite, it was ablaze, the flames lighting up the sky. The TV cameras immediately cut away, never a good sign. Many feared the worst for the Frenchman, 34, whose black skid marks marked the spot he left the track on the third corner of the first lap. A horrific crash to start the Bahrain GP this evening. Thankfully, Romain Grosjean survived this hit and seems to be okay. Folded hands. Haas F1 team says Grosjean has some minor burns, but is okay otherwise. Pic.twitter.com/lj99giln1 When finally Grosjean was found to be alive, we saw that his car had split in two and the part in which Grosjean was sitting had penetrated the steel wall. His halo, the titanium and carbon device that protects a driver's head, had bent the barrier and, seemingly, saved his life. Yes, that is correct, the rear of the car was on the trackside. The front of it, containing Grosjean, lay the other side. When the replays were shown, he was inside his smoking machine for some 25 seconds before, finally, he climbed out. As rescuers arrived, marshals spraying fire extinguishers and the medical car zooming up from behind. British medical delegate Dr. Ian Roberts peered through the pyre for sight of Grosjean, but as he was contemplating whether to go into the inferno, his patient could be detected trying to climb over the barrier. Roberts put his right hand on Grosjean's left arm to steady him as he made his leap to safety. Alan van der Merwe, driving the medical car, sprayed foam on Grosjean and Roberts to stop the fire spreading. Roberts takes up the story, arriving on the scene there was half the car pointing in the wrong direction and I thought where on earth is the rest? We saw a big gap in the Armco. It looked like an oven. It was red with flame. There was a fire marshal rapidly on scene and that push of the extinguisher, the powder, pushed the flames back enough. Once Romain was high enough we could get him over the barrier and away. But, it was a very small window because as soon as the extinguisher powder went forward, the flames were coming back pretty soon afterwards. Grosjean, hobbling, put some distance between himself and the fireball, before being sat in the medical car and thence flown by helicopter to BDF Military Hospital, 10 miles north in West Riffa, with slight burns to his hands, which were bandaged last night. It was a miracle of deliverance that nothing more serious was wrong in what now may turn out to have been the last Grand Prix of his life. Haas had already announced that he is leaving at the end of the season, which has 2 more races to run, here on another track next Sunday and in Abu Dhabi the following weekend. Grosjean's injuries may prevent his taking part in either, even if he has the mental fortitude to contemplate such a trial. Looking to the future, he was thinking of joining the American IndyCar Series next year. That is a perilous business on oval tracks and comes with expensive life insurance premiums. His wife Marion is known not to be keen on such a gamble, and yesterday's unfolding horror may well have swung the family vote in her favor. He is a father of 3, with sons Sasha, 7, Simon, 5 and daughter Camille, 3 next month. Marion had been due here yesterday but the COVID testing regime presented too many obstacles and she instead watched from their Geneva home. John Watson, the former driver, knows about the horrors of fires at the workplaces. For he held the charred head of Niki Lauda in his lap in the moments after the Austrian came within seconds of being burned to death at the Nürburgring in 1976. An update from Romain himself. Pleased to see you're in good spirits. We hope you make a speedy recovery. Folded hands. Pic.twitter.com/njnjjh4gb On Sunday night, Watson said of Grosjean, "Thank goodness someone up there loves him. That had death written all over it. He has had 9 lives in the blink of an eye. My advice, retire. It is a wake-up call for the whole grid." Yes, such have been the advances in safety that it is easy to forget how perilous motor racing used to be. The race was delayed for 90 minutes, until 18.35 local time, while the barrier was repaired with the help of a welder. Race director Michael Masi inspected the scene, scratching his head. He will now form part of the investigation into the accident, looking at what caused the car to catch fire. F1 managing director Ross Brawn said, "The fire was worrying, the barrier coming apart was worrying, but we can be happy with safety of the car." The halo saved Romain. There was controversy in including it but there can't be any doubt now. Yes, the safety pioneers won. But the truth is written in capital letters on the entry badge everyone wears around their neck: motorsport is dangerous. I'm so grateful Romain is safe. Wow. The risk we take is no joke. For those of you out there that forget that we put our life on the line for this sport and for what we love to do. Thankful to the FIA for the massive strides we've taken for Romain to walk away from that safely. https://d.co/dga taxums